Hey everyone, Reynald here. All right, so this is just an intro. I just wanted to have a part of the video where I'm actually on camera, and I want to have like more of those videos so you guys get to see me and know me. But this is an intro to the Full Stack Lab video that I'm uploading, and I just wanted to let you know that in the video I didn't mention regarding the price. You'll see that in the sales page, but a lot of boot camps are pretty expensive, and honestly with the internet today I really don't think it needs to be that expensive. I'm all about education being low cost, and frankly you can learn to code for free, but I wanted to put together my own version of a boot camp that addresses two things. One, cost, so that it's going to be a lot less than regular boot camp. My boot camp's around $1,500, but the value that you get in that you don't get out of the other boot camps is that it's about trying to build your brand along the journey of you learning. Okay, so I just wanted to mention that real quick. You'll see that I point that out again in the video, but yeah, enjoy. And by the way, the video runs about like 10 minutes long. If you think that's too long, let me know if you prefer to have videos like that a little bit shorter. But I really want to just take my time and kind of like walk you through exactly what the whole purpose of what the Full Stack Lab is all about. Okay, so actually there you go. Sorry, I meant to be staring right here at the camera, but I also don't want to crash into a tree while I'm driving. All right, so enjoy the video, and let me know what you think, okay, about what I'm asking regarding what you want to learn. All right, talk to you later. Bye. Hey everyone, Reynald here. So the purpose of this video is that I want to be able to get some feedback regarding what you guys would like to be able to learn if you were to take a boot camp to become a full stack developer. And that's what I have. Some of you might have already known this and some of you might not, but this right here is the sales page at reynoldadolphe.com/fullstacklab, and I go over the core purpose of this lab and its main objective and what the takeaway will be. And just to give you a brief course synopsis, the difference between my boot camp and the traditional boot camp is that I have an overall goal of not only having the student walk away with the skills to be a full stack developer, but also to have branded themselves, to get their names out there online, so that by the end of the boot camp, you have blogs, you have tutorials, you have examples of your work, specifically on GitHub. And what I'm going to be doing is updating the curriculum for my Full Stack Lab. It's been great so far, but as you know, in our field here, there are lots of changes in technology, including the versions of specific languages like Angular. So a good chunk of the lab will remain the same, like how I introduce you to how to go about getting set up so you can start blogging, how you can create your tutorials, the equipment that you'll need, getting familiar with GitHub. So things like that will remain the same. And the journey itself will be the same, such as learning the fundamentals of web development with HTML5, JavaScript, and CSS. Although the courses that I'm currently pointing to, I will be updating to some later versions of the course. Now, this Full Stack Lab right here is the Pluralsight edition, so the majority of the curriculum will be on Pluralsight, so you'll need a Pluralsight account, which I talk about. But I'll be pointing to later versions of these courses. So for example, over here I have Bootstrap 3, but this particular course might be a little bit dated, about 2 or 3 years old. So I'll try to see if there's a later one out there. But what I want from you guys is to let me know, if you were to take a boot camp, what are some of the technologies that you like? For example, Python is one that I'm considering putting on here. And I'm going to limit it to 3 areas. I have here .NET, and I'm not going to change the fact that I have .NET. I love .NET. It's been very good to me. So I'll be only updating the versions of the courses for .NET that I currently have. but I may add Python and I may add iOS, or I may stick with having the mean stack where you learn Angular and Node and MongoDB. So I just want to get some feedback. Go ahead and email me. I'll give you my contact info, or you could leave a comment on this video. And even by the time that this video is out, maybe when you actually see this video here, you may have noticed that the curriculum has already been updated, but still give some feedback because I will continue updating. So there might be a version 3 of it. Okay, so let me know. And in addition, I'm thinking about creating another version of this that's not using the library of Pluralsight, but rather LinkedIn Learning. But before I talk a little bit more about that, let me go ahead and show you what I currently have here. For computer science, I may end up having this as an elective and not exactly on this tab here, especially if I add Python. But right here, the main thing that I end up pointing to are some courses that focus on data structures. And then on the last tab, this I will not remove, but I may end up updating it a little, will be in regards to things that are relevant to your career when you're job searching and the environment that you might end up being in. So for example, there might be a technical environment that uses the agile methodology. So I talk about that. Then of course, there's just the process of job searches. So I talk about my job search experience here and provide lots of tips on how you can best secure a position, how also to prepare for searching. During your career in this type of field, it's all about troubleshooting. So I discuss Stack Overflow, the process of interviewing, also the relevance of using Meetup, and then the most important, putting together your portfolio and resume. And in your portfolio, like I mentioned, you're going to have the work that you've completed in this lab, which is going to include tutorials. And I've done quite a bit of courses and tutorials. Most of them have been for LinkedIn Learning, which was formerly known as lynda.com. But if you come over here to this site and search my name, Reynald Adolphe, you can find the different courses that I've completed. My latest one as of the date of this recording was Python for the C# developer. So certainly if I create a full stack lab LinkedIn Learning edition, aka formerly known as lynda.com, I will definitely be pointing to some of my courses in addition to other various authors that I really respect, and I think that their courses are great. And one last thing actually I want to mention, this question has come up before regarding the structure of this full stack lab. The structure of it is me guiding you through your journey of becoming a full stack developer. So for each section, you'll start with a video of me telling you exactly what your assignment is going to be and prepping you for the course that you are about to take, just by telling you exactly what you're going to cover and what I want you to get out of it, what to focus on, such as, let's say if I go to Web 1 and JavaScript, again, you'll be introduced with a short 5-minute or more video of me talking about the course that you're going to take, and then you start the course, and that brings you to Pluralsight, where you'll actually go through the course and complete the work, and at the very end do the homework that I assign, which then revolves around creating blog or a tutorial based on what you learned before you move on to the next course. Okay, and at the very end you will have tons and tons of work that you can throw on GitHub, in addition to videos on YouTube and blogs, and ideally would have had start developing a fan base with people following you and listening to you, because then you would have established yourself as an authority, even though you're new, and that's okay, because that's what it's all about. So that's it for now. Let me know if you have any questions, but definitely give me some feedback in terms of what you would like to learn from a full stack lab. Okay, all right, I'll see you in the next video. Hey everyone, 3 things. If you like that video you just saw, go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell.
2, in case YouTube ever gets super strict and start kicking my videos off, subscribe to ReynaldAdolphe.com. That's my personal website. And 3, I have a talk show that I want to get going again. It's a technology talk show where I'll be doing some stand-up, there's music, there's technology, and a host that's going to give like a talk. So I'll probably parlay that into a podcast. But either way, that has a Patreon page. It needs a lot of support. So once that gets going with quite a bit of support, I'm going to kick that show off. So please go ahead and check that out if you want to see it. And plus, Patreon in itself helps me keep putting out videos in general. So not just for the technology talk show. And that show is called C Sharp Entertainment. So anyway, that's it for now. And I'll see you guys in the next video.